This tutorial covers how to target one of the most notorious rays of UK and European waters, the stingray. We'll first take a look at some of the typical areas of coast you can find stingray. We'll then be talking conditions. Where on the beach they are likely to be found will also be covered. We'll then take a look at some suitable rigs as well as the all-important question of bait. So where are the typical locations we can expect them to be? Stingray in the UK are another species that were typically only seen as being in the warmest southern waters. As water temperatures have now increased, so has their range, seeing them established as far north as northern England. They are found around the Welsh coast, as well as the southern Irish coast. In Europe they are surprisingly found as far north as southern Norway and past Denmark well into the Baltic Sea. Though this far north their numbers are lower. They are found all the way around the European coast, the Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea. They are also found as far away as the African coast, the Canary Islands, and the Azores. So what kinds of conditions best suit stingray? Stingray season in the UK can start as early as late April. The peak season will bring the biggest ray, in larger numbers. This will typically be between May and June. The fishing will decrease leading further into summer, though smaller ray will still be present as a possible catch on certain venues. There has been speculation over the years that stingray only feed in daytides. Despite this, there are other reports that stingray do indeed get caught during night tides, so fishing either type of tide is suitable. One thing to note though, this could potentially be venue dependent and affected by factors such as temperature, so seeking local advice is advised if attempting a night tide. As with a number of other summer species, stingray will not tolerate rough conditions and will be absent from inshore beaches at these times. This is one of the major reasons stingray are associated with hot weather. The middle-sized tides that are leading up to the next spring can be effective. Stingray are typically known to show from the middle phase of the flood tide onwards, all the way up to the high. Stingray love to hunt over warm sand or mud as the tide comes in. It's for this reason it's effective to pick a tide where the sand will be exposed to the sun for hours before the flood tide sweeps over. An ideal typical tide would be where low occurs over early afternoon. Though remember, night tides can be a possibility after those long sunny evenings, if the venue is right. So where on the beach should we expect to cast? Stingray will make use of the shallow warm waters during summer periods. It's even possible to find them in water that is just a few feet in depth. It's for this reason that long casts are often not required to catch them. Despite this, as with many species, it's a wise choice to alternate your casting distances, with one rod out and one rod closer in. This ensures you cover a wider area of ground to help you locate fish. Let's now cover a couple of rigs that could give you the edge on the day. One of the top go-to ray rigs is the up and over, clip down rig, and stingray are no exception. The up and over rig not only presents bait low to the seabed where rays typically feed, it also provides the means of casting a long-length snood in an aerodynamic way. The long snood prevents the ray from being deterred by any spiky components on the main part of the rig, such as grip leads. Use a minimum of 60-pound mono for the rig body. Also opting for a minimum of 20-pound mono for the snood is wise. The hooks should be strong pattern hooks, as stingray can be heavy and can run with force in the tide when they fight. Hook sizes of either 3/0 or 4/0 should be suitable. Another option is the 2-hook clip-down rig. This rig presents baits at different levels, and having two snoods also gives the possibility of trying different baits. The clip-down design also helps to aid bait protection during the cast, as well as allowing you to cast further if needed. This example uses a large clip for the higher snood to clip down onto before casting. Though usually something like a cascade swivel would be ideal for this. The bottom snood would then attach to a bait clip or impact lead at the bottom of the rig prior to casting. The line strengths and hook sizes would be the same as shown for the previous rig. Finally, let's take a look at some stingray baits. One of the most highly sought-after baits for stingray is king ragworm. This is because they are a key prey for the stingray in their natural habitat, and being large will provide a good scent trail. Despite this, stingray will readily feed on other ragworm baits. In fact, catches are regularly reported on other baits such as lugworm, and even baits such as squid and fish baits. Hi guys, just a quick reminder, if you like my videos and find that you are learning some useful tips, please do remember to click the subscribe button just under this video. Subscribing is completely free. There's no sign-up process, as it's all done at the click of a button. Also do remember to hit the like button if you find a specific video interesting and helpful. Doing these things really does help support the channel and allows me to keep making more and more helpful videos that will hopefully make your sessions that much more enjoyable. Thanks so much, guys. Another popular target fish for early summer is the smooth hound. If you would like to gain some tips for getting your next PB, then check out the link showing now. There are also videos linked here covering water temperature as well as how to find features on a beach. Check out our channel page to find regularly updated content by simply clicking the channel name under this video. We hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you again soon.